Have you ever met someone so lazy that people thought they'd never achieve anything? What if I told you that same person ended up outsmarting the strongest and the bravest, and even changed his life forever? So sit back, stay with me till the end, and let's dive into the story of Ryan, the lazy boy who surprised the entire kingdom. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, lived a boy named Ryan. He wasn't known for being helpful or hardworking. In fact, people called him lazy. Too lazy to run, too lazy to lift, too lazy to care, or so they thought. He lived with his parents in a small house at the edge of the village. His only job was to help his father guard their rice crops from the birds. Most boys would chase birds with sticks or slingshots, running up and down the fields. But not Ryan. He had a different idea. Instead of running, Ryan built tall wooden poles in different parts of the field and connected them with ropes. He hung shiny metal plates from the ropes that clanked together in the wind. This scared the birds away, and Ryan, he just laid under the tree, relaxing. People thought he was being lazy again, but his father saw something different. "He's lazy, yes," he would say, "but he gets things done." Still, deep inside, his father worried. What if I fall sick one day? Will Ryan be able to take care of everything? That day came sooner than expected. One hot summer, when the rains didn't come and the land turned dry, Ryan's father fell seriously ill. For the first time, Ryan had to manage the field on his own. But he wasn't used to hard work. He tried. He truly did. But the crops needed water, the weeds needed pulling, and the sun was merciless. After a few weeks, the plants began to wither. The rice crops started dying. Ryan sat outside one night, under the stars, his eyes heavy with guilt. "Why didn't I ever learn to work harder?" he thought. "Now, everything is falling apart." The very next morning, a commotion stirred in the village square. A royal soldier was announcing a competition hosted by the king himself. The reward? A treasure chest full of gold coins. Ryan's eyes lit up. Gold? That could save my family. Without a second thought, he stepped forward and signed up for the contest. The villagers laughed. Ryan? Competing with warriors and champions? He'll be back by evening. But Ryan didn't care. For the first time in his life, he had a real reason to try. A purpose greater than his comfort. He set off the same day. It took him 3 days to reach the king's palace, where dozens of strong and determined contestants had gathered. Ryan felt small among them, not just in size, but in spirit. The first challenge was announced: cross the lake. The first 3 to reach the other side will go to the next round. As the horn blew, everyone jumped into the water and started swimming with all their might. But Ryan stayed behind. The crowd murmured, "He's giving up already?" But Ryan was thinking, this is a race to cross the lake, not necessarily swim through it. He ran into the nearby forest, collected branches and vines, and within minutes built a simple raft. Using a piece of wood as a paddle, he slowly floated across the lake. One by one, the swimmers grew tired. Many slowed down. Some gave up. But Ryan, he just kept paddling, calm, steady, and clever. He reached the shore just in time and secured 3rd place. The crowd was shocked. The lazy boy had made it. The final challenge was tougher. Each contestant was given a huge wooden block. The task? Push the block for 1 full kilometer. Behind them were several tools, but they could pick only one. The first contestant grabbed a rope and started dragging the block. The second used a thick stick as a lever to roll it slowly. Ryan looked at the tools, then at the block, then at the road ahead, and then he smiled. He picked up the smallest tool of all, a knife. People laughed again. What can he possibly do with a knife? But Ryan knew what he was doing. Instead of pushing, he began carving. Slowly, he shaped the block into a giant round ball. It took time. Sweat dripped from his forehead. But after an hour, he stood up and gently pushed the ball forward. It rolled smoothly. While the others were still struggling, Ryan's ball glided down the road. He pushed, ran, guided it, and before anyone realized it, he had crossed the finish line. The crowd erupted in cheers. Even the king stood and clapped. Ryan, the so-called lazy boy, had out. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heart-touching and motivational tales. See you in the next one.